Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream. I'm Dr. Das, well, screwed that one up. I'm Dr. Das, curator of the Museum of ZZT and a notoriously bad public speaker. I will be your tour guide today for our second stream of this month-long celebration of ZZT's 35th anniversary. ZZT was originally released a terrifying number of years ago, January 15th, 1991, and traditionally every January we've played through one of the original 4 worlds, usually put up to a vote, but for every 5th year we decide to just go all out for the nice round number and play every single one of them. So we are on week 2 here. We'll be moving on to Caves after completing Town. Caves of ZZT is kind of the odd one out. Is the world that you got simply for registering Town. The bonus world. You didn't have to buy any other worlds with it, you'd just get Caves. And it's... I think this one's a bit hit and miss. When this one hit... Man, I can't talk today, that's not a good sign. When this one hits, it hits. I think this has some of the most creative boards in the original series. And I also think it has some of the most boring ones. The caves are dark and not all that exciting to explore. Ironically, the parts that aren't in the cave are much more interesting. But welcome on in, everybody. Hello to you all. I saw we have some new people here already, which is always great. Talking about potentially making a game of their own at some point. We very much encourage that. We're still kicking. Got ourselves community Discord. Everything's over. You can just go to the museumofzzt.com, but recently at least I threw together a quick link on the front page that'll get you jump started for folks who do want to make their own worlds. Making sure you find yourself a copy of ZZT, check out one of the several options for new editors, some tutorials and reference materials, all that stuff. And of course, again, our Discord is a great place to hop on in and ask any questions. We'd love to help you out. We'd love to see what you make. We'd love to play your games. Alright, I think that's all the pre-plugging I need to do for that. Let's take a look at these caves. We get a title screen animation for this one. It doesn't even just start and go. This one, very funnily enough, though, the original ZZT release spells descent wrong, and it just says begin your descent, which is great, but I'm being nice and playing the latest version. We're going to begin our descent in perils that await in. Wait for it. Still wait for it. The C-A-V-E-S Caves of ZZT. Happy ZZT Sunday to y'all. This is an interesting title screen. You know, because there's like that weird one breakable wall next to the smiley face up top there. Where's the player hiding? I guess just in the void of the begin your descent part. Somewhere up there. We get the really impressive ZZT logo that's manages to invade the letter Z with a 4-tile high character. That's kind of impressive. We get the fancy Caves font. It's great. I really do like the title screen here. But let's get into it. In case you forgot what game you're playing, it's written here. That's the Caves of ZZT. Or ZZT. If you want, when you get some ammo, you can blow up the sign. There's no need to do that. Alright, are we a tourist here? This does have a fun little connection with Town, and that town does have a cave that like stops at the end and is like, hey, if you want to keep exploring this cool cave, register your shareware. Get Caves of ZZT. Welcome to the Caves of ZZT. Your goal is to find the 4 purple keys that unlock the gates leading to the castle of, you know. The keys are hidden in various locations throughout the caves. Now, it's of course become just a fun little community joke to just call it the Castle of Fuck or something along those lines. But I am realizing there is a period at the end of the sentence, so the exclamation points, the characters don't add up. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7? This is a 7-letter naughty word. I'm gonna have to sit and think of what that could actually be. Arg is the less swearing. Oh, does he actually change it up? Hang on, I'm taking a screenshot then. I'm gonna see all the ways it gets abbreviated. Weird. There's a lot of mysteries to this series. Your adventure will lead you through 43 rooms where you must battle creatures and solve puzzles. I'm pretty sure that count is also wrong. I think that counts the various empty boards that aren't used at all in the game. I think there are 43 rooms, but you're not going to see them all. Some of the ones that you don't get to see don't have anything in them anyway. Complete your quest. You will have to make your way through the House of Mirrors, the Key Puzzle, the Sucker, and the Depths of Hell. A lot more intense than towns like Jail and Jazz Club. Good luck on your adventure. You will certainly need it. So, we are a bit more constrained in our options of where to go at the start. 2 paths instead of like 6 down. And immediately we're going to see what I'm talking about with why I don't find caves to be the most exciting of these. Thank you for the good luck. Because you get a lot of just rerouting boards where it's just this isn't like, hey, you made a nice curve, I guess, but not the most exciting screen. And we're still using the default yellow borders too, for shame. But you can see what love is put into the game when you go up here to look at our destination, where Tim has planted his flag. Yeah, I think there were like 2% signs, but again, it is still 2 exclamations at the end. Still 7 characters. There was definitely a carrot in the first one that we saw. In fact, I got the screenshot I just took 2 seconds ago. What is this mysterious castle being referred to? The scroll called it. The castle itself, meanwhile, I didn't realize it was inconsistent. It's ever shifting. It's a mystery dungeon. See? See, I said that. I told you all that's what we call it. What else could it be? Apparently it changes though, so very much up for interpretation, I suppose. Can't do anything here. We gotta find our purple keys. Welcome on in, Zen. I always seem to start this way just because I always want to show off the castle. I think this is a scary, dark room. Oh, I do have some torches from the starting board. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Kind of immediately jumping to scary stuff. Very aggressive tigers. This is way more action than town will start you with. I guess it kind of assumes that if you've registered your shareware, you've had your fill of town, you've conquered all its action scenes. You've heard this sound effect, and oh boy, are we going to hear that sound effect a lot. It's just taken from a treasure you get in town. Okay, we are off to a really bad start. This board is such a miserable way to begin things. The tutorializing is over. Nice. Bank shots are satisfying. But it's very funny to me that, like, Tim seems to have very much realized that, like, there needs to be a better way to give the player health than picking up gems one at a time. And his solution is an extremely noisy heart object. It would have been wonderful if that had just been a built-in, like, ammo and stuff. But probably not if it played that sound effect every time. It is not a sound effect you should be hearing a dozen times in a row. They're really strong tigers. It's really amazing how difficult this board is to start. I'm so tired of that sound. I'd make it a redeem, but I don't want to encourage it. Maybe I should anyway. I'll just set the point value really high. It's a really intense board to start with. I think this is honestly harder than like anything in town, except maybe the finale, which is also Tigers in the Dark, but it's a lot fewer. Smaller area, at least. Like this part here. Hey man, did you listen to this? I don't like it. I don't think anybody likes it. Going out soon. Oh, that's right. I can bank shot with the ammo still here. Hang on, that's actually very useful. I'm gonna leave that ammo in place. New ringtone? It would get me to answer my calls. Oh, and conveyors too. Okay, yeah. Going all out. Alright, we're almost through. Almost. Aren't you glad you spent money to get caves of ZZT? Alright, I was saying with Town, I was really trying to go for a high score, and I just feel like this board is already such a disaster that I don't know how reliably I can do that. Now, guess what? Those hearts with the annoying sounds that were so useful as a form of healing, never gonna show up ever again. Keep on rocking. It's got good signage, this game. Tim has a lot of fun with the fact that you can reveal text now. Now entering the cave gate. Please prepare for unending frustration. Okay. Nice color choices. Get that fire blue. Get lost. Oh yeah, I always forget about the old transporter maze here. He was being very silly with his games. There's very much a charm to them. Alright, now we get the nightmare that is making sure we find these sliders. We can actually make progress, otherwise it'll all be dead ends. I don't know this game super well. This is the one that we voted on last year. So I did play it a year ago. The next best thing I got is Snorbs of the V series, which has just been an endless series of parodies of ZZT worlds. Most recent one of those took on caves. How do I get over here? Uh-oh. You lagging. Nothing else here, right? Yeah, this is where I first went. Did I go down this path? Pretty sure, yeah. No fake walls, thankfully. Mercifully. Not that mean. We will get lost. I just didn't go down. No, this is where I wanted to go down. Eventually, you're gonna run out of, like, worlds which are considered official. Oh, I just didn't go this way. So I don't think this is a bad idea for a board. The fact that we're not super stocked on torches means it's still a little imposing. No, that's the way I just came from. And I mean, it's easy to get disoriented. I yell about mazes a lot on this channel. Oh, I think we're all... No, there's one over here still. Lost my train of thought. But transporter mazes, I'm generally a little kinder to, just because they're always faster to navigate, but with all the jumping around. Can you soft lock if you push this boulder? That's another thing I'm worried about. Okay. I mean, you can go out of your way to soft lock and just push a bunch of boulders in places. No, that's going to be where I push those from. The games do very much expect you to, like, save often and save multiple times, and if you screw up, it's on you. That's just the way of early ZZT. It's your fault. It's been quite the series. I'm very much waiting for an Azania one and a Smiley Guy one, and I'd say I'm awaiting a Manor one, but like in a negative way. I'm dreading, I believe would be the best term for that. Yeah, so we have continued from caves into more caves. Is there anything here? I think it's just like, yeah, there's just a little loop here. The boards just feel a little empty a lot of the time. The only thing they can really do is make you waste some torches, which you do have a limited amount, and I know I don't have a ton, but eventually we'll get a lot more. Alright, here we go. Here's something a bit more traditional. House of Mirrors. And by mirrors, we mean invisible walls. We've got centipedes, which will at least kind of hint at the path. They do tend to follow things. I really want to try and shoot the... No, sorry. This is not going to be a very high score. Centipedes are neat. They're just ZZT's kindest enemy. We are limited to one shot on the board, which also means don't miss is in play. Or don't even hit if it's gonna be very far away. You'll still get hurt, maybe. Now this is peculiar. This, I guess, is for points. Get 5 ammo and then free 4 centipedes. Thank you, Tim. The fact that the lions can't reach me. Helpful hints. This whole section is blocked off. Maybe not this last one. No, even the last one. Hey, Weird Brock. Welcome on in. We're checking out some caves of ZZT today. For the 35th anniversary. A decent enough action board. I think we've already gotten more health from that one tiger board than town gives you in total. I made this into a bar. Yeah, actually, that's kind of an odd choice that I'm also thankful for, because I am certain you can make a very horrific House of Mirrors board with Weave. Slowly shooting. Sometimes I wonder if originally you were only going to be able to shoot one shot at a time, period. So many boards in town have it set to 1. It's a little unusual for it to not be 1. Bears out. Well, that's the thing. Bullets are already cycle 1. Because otherwise you'd be able to run into your own bullets. Or it could have been like a power-up. Plenty of games have done extra shots as power-ups. Got Captain Comic in here. But that's just conjecture. I don't have any reason to... I'm just seeing that bullet limit being set to 1 a bunch and just being like, well, maybe it was always that. Who knows? Scan and ZZT. I mean, there's a... Commodore is a really impressive... Angelus Finale. That one is designed to be played at, like, maximum speed, specifically to make the bullets essentially hit scan, which is kind of neat. It works very well. You can still kind of dodge a bullet when it's fired, but probably not. The smart move is to not be shot at in the first place. Speaking of dodging bullets, we gotta get past that one. What an aggressive little gun. Okay. I feel like there's more obstacles in this where you're just kind of doomed to get hit. Oh, 1,000 point bonus. I did a good job. Fortunately, we still get health from gems. At least get a little bit there. Yeah, but then you can get shot through walls is the problem. There's not really a good solution. You can do like a turret in a wall if you wanted to do something like that, but it's not really great for general purpose enemies. Alright, see, here's our greatly expanded torch supply. And you can see again, we get out of the Hall of Mirrors, we get out of this neat little board. Invisible walls, gotta find the real path, gotta make sure you don't get ambushed. And then we get a board that just rotates us so we're moving north. Game's not over. I hope not. It's been like 20 minutes. Again, what are we doing on this board? 43 exciting boards of caves. Quite literally. Alright, there's at least something here. We want to go to the castle first, though, because I have definitely went and gotten a second purple key. Up here? Oh. At least here, we're getting our dead end is, like, awarding us some gems. It's like, hey, good job for exploring. It's not just burning our torches. Oh, now look down here. Now if I went down here, nothing. Alright, let's go. Leave this as the exit. Wasn't there a centipede? Yeah, there he is. Here we are not limited in our shots. Yeah, like, the layouts are good. It's got those creative contours. It's got good curves, it's got a good look. It feels cavey. But it's very empty. I think we were here earlier. Oh no, I think this might be south of the starting board. I think this is the starting board. Yeah, okay. We did our little loop. I feel like I always go to the west first. We're going to go in a different direction. We'll come back to that passage and I'll wonder in 30 minutes where the last key is that I missed. Alright, but we got our first purple key. Making steady progress. As we head east, we'll get some of the more fun stuff. IMO. And again, compared to town, it really loads you up on ammo. 300 shots already? In town, half your decisions are based on, like, I need ammo. Yeah. Cave. Okay, at least there's something to do here. I think it probably gets so much ammo just because you have to do so much blind firing in the dark. That tiger didn't shoot me. Oh, I can hear. I'm shooting these gems, my precious gems. It's the Hall of Mirrors, which I would have absolutely forgot was one of the keys. We do go to Hell, as the scroll at the start mentioned. Oh, there's one in there. The other two are just both up here. But we're gonna get another split. Tigers. Again, yeah, you've eaten down, possibly. You enjoyed down enough to want more. So now we're gonna up the difficulty and just make sure that every enemy can shoot from far, far away. Yeah, Dungeons, I think, looks way nicer. This is very much the, like, stock ZZT shading style. You an outline of either solid or normal, and then the interior of normal or breakable. It's an easy way to replicate the look. Maybe this guy we'll go for some bonus points on. Okay, buddy. Come on this way. Follow me, please. Cool. Did you realize? Oh, the tier list. Do you think I like City the most, still? And one thing that I've realized over the years is a lot of my early gaming opinions were basically the entry in series that I could get the farthest in is the one that I like the most. Which was true of City, which I beat well before any of the others. Maybe it is tough. It shifts every time. I think I want to say City Dungeons, Town Caves, but I don't think this is a bad game. I just think it's a little emptier than the others. It's the bonus game that you get for registering anything, like not exactly a freebie, but it's basically a freebie. We're gonna see the good stuff soon. This is, again, a pretty bland board. And I made sure to make it take as long as possible. I think, like, right here, I think is one of the cooler boards, if I'm remembering my map right. Yeah, this thing. Now look at this. This is how you sell somebody on Caves with ZZT. I was lucky. I didn't find ZZT until the registered worlds became free. Although I didn't know that at first, so I didn't get to it right away. Lions are just kind of making things easy enough. You can see we do not want to cross here. We shoot this control panel. Eventually. There we go. Get a little shelter. You can see objects doing more than just playing an annoying sound effect. Really want to make sure the lions are gone first. Okay, yeah. Now we just get to, go along for a little ride. Eventually? Oh, I guess each one is a different direction. They don't quite stay in sync though, so there is still a little bit of danger. Because if one of them gets like blocked by a bullet when it's trying to move, they do kind of spread out a little bit, which can be dangerous. I don't have either of the keys to actually progress. Let's go back. Oh, yeah, like this. Now we got this kind of awkward split. But thankfully it is a pretty generous structure. It's nice and wide. I've seen other ZZT games that like replicate this and they make it way too narrow and way too easy to just get annihilated by spinning guns. But this one's good. And you can see we get double duty with the lower row of spinning guns that are eventually going to burrow through some breakables and start ricocheting back as we run for that key. It'll be a scary, exciting moment, and that's cool. Good. What do we got this way? Yeah. Okay, well here's our key. Nice arrow-shaped rock. We don't get as much in the way of puzzles outside of town, really. But Caves doesn't have none. You at least have this. Sadly, we can't shoot despite all the breakables all over the place. Would be nice. And now we get to see if I'm smart or stupid today. I also really like that this puzzle is kind of flipped a little. You don't solve the puzzle to get the key. You get the key, and then you can't get out until you solve the puzzle, which is neat. That was easy, but try getting out. Even Tim drawing attention to it. So we're gonna need this guy to push us out. Do that. That seems fine. Maybe. I think actually I probably... Oop, I didn't actually mean to push that. Well, there we go. Back. Oh, I did that very wrong still. Need you. Oh no, yeah, they're gonna kind of just push against each other. Okay, smart today. Good. See ya. Not the most complicated puzzle either. Definitely more gentle. One of the things we do know about this series, especially when in like promotional material for Super ZZT, the official sequel, it makes specific mention that like the games are easier, they're less puzzle focused. So I think this was generally the stumbling block for people, and yeah, it would be. So it just kind of fell out of favor early on. We actually have the key here to go this way. Lower route. Lower button. Okay, now we're staying nice and synchronized. Oh, no, we're not. It can go wrong real fast. Alright. This is just a leap of faith. Should be pretty good. Yeah. Nothing was really breaking through. A lot of this game is more bark than bite. Talking about like the game shading, I think this board does a good job because we incorporate solid, normal, and breakable. It's got eye-catching shapes. Fun structure to it. The colorful breakables, it looks nice. This is the promotional art board. This is what you put on the back of the box. You know, when you go to Electronics Boutique and ask to purchase ZZT on a floppy diskette, they hand you a big box. On the back of the box, you see this board. Ah, yes. Namco lawyers, please look away. We're on the Pac-Man board. Who hasn't made Pac-Man for ZZT where they just did this as a kid? Is it fun? Not particularly, but at least here it's the first time, so it's original. This board is kind of a mess. It takes so long for any of the centipedes to get anywhere near you. And if you just stand in front of the duplicator there, it'll get rid of the original centipede, and then there won't be any ghosts running around, any new ones at least. It's cute, it's a cute reference. It's really funny though that the tour world that shows some preview boards of the registered worlds to entice you, the early versions do include this as one of the boards, and then the later ones get rid of it. Like, wait a minute. Maybe not. Again, it's not... It's a good idea, but the execution isn't great. It's too authentic with just the one source of centipedes. I think if they were spread out a bit more... Although now that I say this, I'm kind of like cornered. Could be a little nicer. Also, real missed opportunity for line walls here, which look much more Pac-Man-made like. Go ahead. Yeah, so we did need to get all the gems, of course. Almost there. Ah, yes, here we go. The incredible ZZT sucker. Get ready to get sucked. Welcome to my stream. First, let's just do the dumb thing, because we gotta see that scroll. Go on in. Arg. Been sucked. Sorry, sometimes you just get sucked. My one credit clear. Destroyed by the ZZT sucker. I couldn't resist. This has become a favorite board over the years, if you can believe it. They're weird looking slider puzzle for sure. All we need to do is push this center row one tile over. Which, again, not much of a challenge. I do think the puzzles in this one are just a bit too easy. They don't feel satisfying to solve. All right. Got the sucker key. I will take this last one for sure. Second key, we're gonna have to head back here, so there's still another path out in this forest area where all the good boards are. Well, we're a little desynced. We've got a gap. Not worth going up north yet, so I want to get rid of this key. I believe this board should be empty now, which is another issue with caves. I mean, that's technically true of like all the ZZT, original ZZT worlds, where you end up having to run back to drop off your key. But because the path is so much more winding, it's a lot more tedious here. It's all for the sake of making those torches have to count. Right. Our second key, the castle of you-know-what, still awaits us. Okay, yeah, so our last keys, there's going to be the one in hell. We didn't go to hell yet. And then we will also have to head back to the forest again. So now we're just doing the same route again. It would have been nice if there was a path to the right, even if it was just like a one-way to get back or something. Okay, here, yeah, we get this board, which is really, hang on. Start with a blue key. I really love how this board looks. Unlike the Pac-Man board, there's enough duplicators that it's scary. There's a real threat here. The back and forth means that we have to let these duplicators keep going. We can't just clear out an area. I want all my gems. Castle with lots and lots of punctuation is actually a very good take on it. And remarkably restrained. It's very G-rated compared to what most people come up with. Another one of these while we're here. And then it offers you this little bit of kindness. Or once you get a few keys in, you no longer have to like go all the way around. I'm still going to because I want that ammo that I don't really need. What is this board called? Forest North. This one doesn't get like any love in the title or anything. Dungeons has the Whirlpool, which is a similar board that I also really like. That one at least gets a little respect in the game itself. It's just, I don't know, man. Watch out for the centipedes. There's no puns or anything. And eventually you do kind of tame it, and it's not so bad because you have your shortcut now. Oh, and if you really want to be clever, I'll do that. Or that. Okay, if you really want to be clever. Although I think that actually gets pushed out of the way now that I say that. I don't think you can be that clever. It'll buy you some time, though, because it's gotta go through twice. Or we could also do like that. There's some good stuff there. Why is my Twitch scrolled up? Centipede soup. Yes. Centipede soup is quite the delicacy, I've been told. There we go. Now here we go. Here we get a proper puzzle. Another weird puzzle. Expertly named. Great use of line walls. This board looks so bizarre. It looks weird, as it should be. Can I do this one correctly? How awake am I today? Our first ZZT key puzzle. We can only pick up one of each color key at a time, so think carefully about what we open and when. Open a door, that'll get us some keys. I like this puzzle. This is... Haze finally bears its fangs here. Actually, can we get this? Oh, yeah, this one we can get. The other one, there's that pair of keys behind sliders in the lower left. That one's the... Can't actually get there. Here... Yeah, this, like, absolutely stands out in Tor. This is a good showcase board for sure. Okay, yeah. Okay. So we've got 2 keys, which will get us 3 keys. Again, it's still easier than it looks. But I think this is definitely more difficult than, like, the sucker. Or just that random board with a red key. Alright, so we've got 3 keys. We'll need... backup safe. I believe we want to start heading this way. No, I say that. I'm like, wait, I should be using 3 to get 4. Is this salvageable? Probably not. Probably blew it. I'm too busy looking at the road ahead to look at what's right in front of me. No, we might be able. I'm gonna keep going. But I am a little nervous. It's kind. Other way around. I don't know why I always think you push that big row of sliders to the right. Oh, because you do, but not at first. You push it left and right. It's a very complicated slider. Make sure we don't accidentally trap ourselves. Okay, yeah, we're still good. Multiple solutions. What a good game. Thank you for this weird puzzle. Forget actually, we're safe to. Completely block off this left path now. Gotta be careful. There we go, that'll be a little faster. Okay, now we're gonna have a bajillion purple keys, a bajillion blue keys. What do we still need to do here? We need... I'm gonna get the one that's all the way on the left here and open up the path to the right. Then I think it's just gonna be back and forth in the center. Again, it's just a very cool looking board. Should this tile not be here? I'm looking at this little zigzag pattern. It's just a diagonal line, but there's that one. There we go. Looks great. Fixed it. Yeah, we gotta open those 4 doors now. then yeah, there will be 2 other keys we can still get. Alright, now for the tedious part. I'd love to unlock the blue door. Can you break are there any other blue doors in this game? Can I just like run right now, run away, go in a different direction and open a blue door and probably really screw things up? I think these games are generally good about that. I don't think they're perfect. I know Town will let you. Town uses like a green key for one of its slider puzzles, but also like the armory dash. You can like skip that if you want. Got a dedicated color for caves here. And of course, if you try to get those gems, you're a greedy bastard and you pay for it. Perfect. Oh, I don't like the part here where again it's just a long walk back. This is definitely the longest board in this game, isn't it? How many minutes have we been on this one? Even doing it correctly. Did I do it correctly? I think I've done... No, yeah, I'm good. I almost missed that there's boulders in the middle here. I was just like, wait, no, I may have messed this up. That left. I love how actually I'm still not done. I still have to think about this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it should be the only blue doors in the game, but boy, do a lot of ZZT games not actually do that. They just kind of expect you to play along with their puzzle and not try to break things. Alright, I did it. I feel like I screwed that up last year, or one of the other playthroughs towards the very end. This year, I'm doing good. And now the game gets trippy. Now we're here, you know, in this part of the caves. Oh, can't shoot. I like the kind of symmetry we got going here. Right here. Into the first of many pride rooms. You're getting there. Here's, again, so another like 100 or so ammo. Casey somehow don't have enough still. Here's a lot of bears. They really shouldn't be getting hit by, given how predictably they move. Getting closer. What is this space supposed to be? The walkway. It is Link's very Link's Adventure like that. Again, we get good shapes even in these rooms where like it doesn't matter. We just gotta make the board nice to look at. Player's gonna be here for a minute or two. Ooh, the last bear. Can I get past him? Ah, no. No, once I drop off this key, I'm going to run the ad break. Be back in a few minutes for that. See, how many boards is this? 1, 2. I'm just trying to count the backtrack. Because this is probably the worst part of the game, actually. This key. 3. 4. 5. 6. It feels a bit unnecessary. Dropping a Clue reference in my chat. I'm gonna think you have good taste. You made me lose count. Is that 6 or 7? I'm too busy thinking of Tim Curry now. I think that's 8. Like 9. It's like 10. It's a lot. It's like a quarter of the game. You have to just go back through. For no particular reason. Alright. Like I said, I'll be right back. In just a few minutes, we'll find that last key. We'll go to hell in just a few minutes. So, wait around for that, please, if you will. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. That's a really long scroll, actually. I'm surprised I apparently decided to quote the entire intro for that one. I just want to see what this looks like now. The SBOR is really fantastic. That one cheats a little. It actually uses a custom font to get around ZZT's stat limit so it can have more half blocks that are not white. Alright, I am looking up the Atop the Witch's Tower intro scroll now. I just want to see what it looks like in... Yeah, that is like 2 screens. Streamer must actually read out name of cat. Man, that's what we're trying to figure out. Because it's written down elsewhere in the game with a different name that's still in the same spirit of things. Oh, we just call it the Castle of Fuck most often. In Castle of Arg. Oh, what did Pack of Magic Food just come up with earlier today? Just this stream, he had a good one. Rolling through chat and just slowing things down some more. Yeah, no, listen. We all know. Cannot scroll this chat far back enough. Hopefully somebody remembers this. Don't worry, you're in good hands. Castle of Punctuation, simple. You know, the Castle of Punk. Alright, well. Now that I have to get some soap put into my mouth, I'm gonna appropriately enough for swearing, I'm gonna go to hell now. We only have 8 torches, which is not a lot again. Actually, I think it's faster to go around than through the old tiger board. That's a very winding path. Go left. Oh, but it's like a one-way, isn't it? Don't I have to go that way? Or no, we need like a key. I never found? Every year, man. Every time I play this game, I'm like, where's the key that I didn't get? Okay, but this is a one-way. I guess even if I don't agree with all the empty dark rooms and the backtracking through it, it seems like the torch count is very much balanced around it. This is a spicy amount of torches to have at this point. I should have done hell first. This is why you always do hell at the beginning. The correct thing to do is to get that key first thing, then go this way. Then you don't have to worry about it. Instead, I wonder if that was the inspiration for the torches in City. And here, they're still like... They're kind of a time limit in their own way, where you really would not want to keep playing if you ran out. And then in City, they get to be like a key themselves, where it's like, hey, you could technically do this without them, but you're not gonna enjoy it. And again, we are back to backtracking. Forward tracking, I suppose, in this case. Our torches are getting scary low. Luckily, I believe hell is pretty well lit. I am genuinely worried at this point. I don't think this is the right way. But I believe it still loops around, doesn't it? We got that first key. Does this still work, though? Hoping for like a shortcut. Don't think I'm gonna find one. No. Yeah, this is very much the backtracking ZZT world. Both. It is a pretty cool part of the game. It's pretty lit. Watch out, me. I'm gonna take some arbitrary damage here. Maybe I won't. I don't get to decide. Exit. I think, yeah, I remember I complained about this board just kind of making go up. So I'm not gonna light my torch yet. Where the heck am I? I am so lost in these caves. You know, when you run extremely low on health in town and you just kind of hit a point where, like, I have to just start over, it sucks, but, like, well, I'll just have to play these action sequences better. Whereas right now, in the shape that I'm in, I am instead thinking, well, this sucks. Imagine having to actually start over. I mean, we get saves. That's another thing. This is all kind of very defeated by the fact that I can just load my save. How bad did I screw this up? I don't think I do need to go through the tiger board. I'm so lost. I'm glad that I registered my shareware and got the game maps. I can now legally reference to tell me where the heck I should be going. Why did I save in the middle of this board and not at, like, the end? It's just hell that I missed. I didn't think hell was such a hard place to go to. Alright, yeah, here we are on this board, but I can't... I told my partner on my break, I said, oh, I'm probably not going to actually be that much longer. I only need one more key. South. Keep going south. You know, that makes sense. I'll just remember that. Oh! Hell is due south. Go down to go to hell, of course. Thanks for stopping in, Weird Prog. Oh, thank goodness. I think the run is back on track now. E out. Danger. Turn back. The world's greatest stop sign. Death. Not enter. The build-up is good. Go back. Long way. Hell. Last chance. Hot dogs. Or death. Don't dead. open inside. The hot dog vendor at the gates of hell. It's his stockpile of ammo just in case. One large chili dog coming up. Here you go, on the house. You're going to meet your death. I'd watch out. Awfully warm where you're going. A lot of typos in that, huh? Burp. Infinite chili dogs. I guess chili dogs are like the official food of ZZT. It's a powerful burp sound effect. Yeah, the chili dogs are just for funsies. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be dawdling here. Abandon all hope due to enter. Oh, there's blue keys here, but you are locked in. Like, technically, I mean, I guess... Can you go back to hell? How reversible is this? Because we could take a blue key then from the weird puzzle board. Also, for the high score run, I guess this is how you do it? Or no, there's the duplicating centipedes elsewhere. The gender-neutral dude. So they say. Alright, again. This is hell. I mean, hell being this isn't too shocking. Bears. Yeah, you can't get back. So you couldn't take a key from here to the weird puzzle, but you could take a key from the weird puzzle to here. And if you don't grab the appropriate extra key, you skipped one of the ones here because you already came in with one. There's still some soft lock potential. Greatest danger is that which cannot be seen. We'll see that later. Oh, the freebie. I always forget one of them is just, I don't know, man. I already got your money. A lot of this stuff is very quick to produce. Somebody actually registered my shareware. Quick, I need to have a caves file out now. Still got... This one is a good one. I do like this one. The other ones are a bit less exciting here. We're looking at these blue keys. This part. Push. I do love how often Tim is just like, I'm not gonna make this thing you interact with anything other than a smiley face. The default object character. Is the implication... I've always been seeing these smiley faces as, like, also people, in the sense that the player is a person. And it's only right now that I'm thinking... Do you just press your big smiley face into this mold to activate it? Is that what all these buttons actually are? Is this all just face-activated technology? There's our first fake wall. But letting the monsters spring out like that is at least kind of fun. The better part of hell is coming up. Oh, I still didn't do the bear one. Like, my heart is just not in it to go for a high score. I don't want to pick up these gems. I don't see the need. Don't die to the bears. Yeah. I mean, the good news is they do kind of really bunch up on the side here. You can kind of... Oh no, they don't actually. intersect. They just gotta hope I don't get destroyed. So far, so good. There we go. I don't know if you actually can destroy the player on this board. It would be really difficult with bears. Oop, I don't know why I went this way. Bugs, look out. Yuck. I did? Oh, good for me. Thank you, ZZT. You're always delivering. Alright. See what this... Let's see what this boss fight is like. It's real tough, ain't it? I think that sound is also from town. I guess this is why you get hundreds and hundreds of ammo. Best thing you can really do is just this like kind of radar sweep. Yeah, just stay by the wall. Well, again, a little anticlimactic, but so it goes. The deeper parts of hell, though. Here we go. The river sticks. This is where things get pretty cool. Now we gotta do some tunneling with stars. It's scary, appropriately enough. But you do kind of have to luck out a little bit. Fortunately, any breakable destroyed is pretty much progress early on. Oh, no, now I don't want them. Go away. Oh, that one's gonna... Oh, it didn't. Oh, that one's gonna... No. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's hell. I think it's appropriate for somebody to be buried alive down here. I was doing so good. This one, though, kinda sucks. You need the stars to be thrown from very left. Because otherwise that'll just happen. Okay, that's good enough. Here we go, into the depths of hell. This is board on the remix with 11 health. I'm looking forward to the remix. Is that gonna be good to go on Friday? I hope it is. If it's not, I think I'm probably just gonna download whatever the snapshot is and just run with that. I feel like at this point, it's definitely completable. At this point, it's just, oh, I found a bug, let's fix the bug. But it sounds like, from what I've seen, the bugs at this point are like, oh, I didn't plan for this contingency where this weird thing happens. It can break things. Okay, in we go. Oh, he does throw a star when you shoot him. I mean, he's right to. I really need to stop shooting this man. Good music. Good sound design for this part. Oh, sorry, mister. Yeah, when you did this board for the last Livy game, I knew immediately that if I shot one of these smiley faces, I would break the game. It would end my game. I knew it. I was right. I do think it's probably like the nicest tune in ZZT here. Will all these breakables turn into something? Like, it's tigers or gems? And I'm pretty sure it's tigers because it is hell. Well, they don't turn into anything. At least not yet. Okay, that's good. We're definitely on for Case Mix Friday. Glad to hear it. Energize. They don't get used very often. Or no, we had them on the Pac-Man board. Pac-Man had energizers. We've been invincible so far. Anyways, who's this blue guy? Don't ask. All that just to run past a couple of guns. Oh. Don't like these guys being here. My health. We're entering dangerous territory at this point. I don't know how I feel about this board. Because all the danger is not actually remotely a threat. Unless you were somehow so low on ammo that you had to like really think about how you were tunneling into here, but this is not a game that starves you for ammo. Not a chance. Also, yeah, it is just a nice little resupply. It is not something you have to do. I'm gonna be excited if I actually have one of the stream that goes on for only like an hour and a half for the first time in like 2 months. Past here. Now this is fun backtracking. Or it's not really even backtracking, but it's much more interesting to like now go through these boards from a different. Well, that's no fun. Now why was that one a button and not a smiley face? Why did Tim there decide, no, I can't have it be a smiley face. That would be absurd. It must be a dot. I think, no, it was a smiley face on the board to the right over here. So even considering the order this board was probably made in. Yeah. These tigers are not cooperating. That's always a problem when you turn things into enemies in ZZT. They end up having like zeros for their intelligence. Just kind of do their own thing. Which can end up making them more of a threat, honestly. Here we go. Devil's cool. Not the smiley face, that's not the devil. I do like the centipede gotcha machine. It just kind of slowly lets them out. It's really unique. If the player's brave enough, they can go in there. I think you do need... I don't remember if I actually have to or not. This is some easy points. The centipede rave. Thus saith block. Now it's tigers. Again, they're not really going to be shooting all that much. Like, look at how often we see a bullet that's not one of mine. There was like one. At this point, even if they do fire, they're just going to get blasted. Only there had been a way to say what you wanted their intelligence and stuff to be for all these things. Take that, devil. And there's our last purple key. Now we just have to leave hell. Oh, see, that one wasn't a button. That one was a person. They talked to us. I probably did not slam my face into theirs. Alright. Get ready for some 1991 Tim Sweeney humor. Almost there. Guess who? Another little horns. Adorable. Crack of thunder roars through the air. Bolt of lightning flashes around you. Lots of other scary things happen. And finally, the devils. You have invaded the forsaken halls of Lucifer, the great evil, master of the dungeons, ruler of blah 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 blah, etc., etc. Sounds pretty scary to me. The devil finally speaks again. Do you, a mere mortal, challenge the omniscient powers of evil that lurk in the dungeons of hell? Nah. Then die, cowardly adventurer. Oh, it's a slow death. I always forget it's a slow death. Run away. Well, I mean, don't do that. That doesn't count. That doesn't count as a game over. We have to demonstrate things, dang it. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, you win. How much of that was just, it's a funny joke, and how much of it was just the general rushed feeling I get playing this game? I was just like, oh god, what do I actually do here? Never know. Alright, well, we've conquered hell. We've got our last key. It is a good bit. I do like it, but I am kind of curious if that was always the intent, just given how much, like, vacant stuff there's been. And that's it. We've got all four keys. Castle of lots and lots of punctuation is ours to explore. Who are you? Oh, the gate opener. Here we go. Almost there. Yeah. I never registered them as a kid, but I did at some point, quote, acquire the registered Keen games, and I did eventually beat 2. But 3 always felt like very uninteresting. I've never gone back to it. Getting closer. There's a lot of build-up like this in caves. Another song is easy to forget about. Yeah, I got the first on a shareware CD, and it also had 4. Or did it have 4? No, I think it had like 6. It had that weird one. But I had more fun with the first, honestly, back then. The guard. You're getting there. Ah, yes, the other puzzle. The action puzzle. Engineer required. Nope.avi. Not there yet. I've got 39 health, which is a very annoying amount of health to have. I would love to have 41 health for this. I think I do remember, like, actually doing this properly last time, though. And not taking a whole bunch of damage. It's a scary puzzle about making good use of your boulders. And I think, like, the trick is to, like, not pick up the ammo, which, you know, out of a habit, you kind of want to. With these, I'm just gonna do it live. I'll probably have some regrets. What did I do there? Why did I? Okay, well, we're gonna find out if it can be done mostly hitless, because I can't get hit anymore. I need 4 keys. I can go in from. Okay, don't let me touch those boulders ever again. I still think this is a good one. I do just respect any of the puzzles that aren't just pushing boulders and sliders. I mean, we are just pushing boulders here, but I mean, like, a slider puzzle. This feels more distinctly ZZT. You wouldn't be able to do this in a different game. Okay, I can safely do what I wanted to do first time now and do that. I probably shouldn't have grouped these all up like this. One would have been. I think I'm wasting a boulder here then. I should open it. I still can. You're good. One more for here. You're good. Oh, it might have already been in like a pair like this where I couldn't really split them. Also, I can split these ones here like this now. Part of me was wondering if I could be clever and push the ammo around, but I won't be able to get a boulder up here to do that. That's not going to happen. Now, this one conveniently gives you a whole bunch of boulders just for it. Getting that key and not dying is just... Oh, no. No, I have to use my brain. I was doing it at the start of the stream. I can start doing it again. We do this. Now I don't have to risk it and almost certainly die. Okay. Looking good. I gotta start opening these doors. This way. Take this boulder, because I'm sure it'll be helpful. Oh, actually, we need to go down here anyway, so... Right, so we do the same thing we did before. We make use of this extra boulder here. Right, and I think we pretty much do the same thing just on the other side. Right. Gets me every time. Thankfully it didn't actually get me. This is where you can actually push some ammo. I would need 4 boulders, and I don't have 4 boulders. I have 3 boulders. Are you supposed to push the ammo? Or I guess if you push 3 boulders here, boulders out of. I guess you don't even need to push 3. Maybe. What can we get out of this? I feel like I always ignore these boulders. Okay, that gets us an extra boulder. Yeah, so we don't need the ammo. We got 4 here that are free to move. Blocks off the top row. Lots of scary stuff happens, they say. I just want to see if I don't have to use the ammo. I can definitely do this with the ammo. That noise just was. I do the top right one first. Challenge. No ammo. I've got all the ammo I need. I think I have to make it a scary race here. No, I would still have to somehow make it through that safely. I feel like I could have saved that boulder that's against the left wall all the way over there. I should have used the ammo. That's not gonna happen. I think I just have to go for it. There's sometimes a gap. Sometimes there's a gap. There we go. Good gap. Yeah, but this won't. Any favors. I still have to leave it to fate. The way I've done this. Don't forget to do that. Alright. Well, I get my degree in engineering today. It will not be a good GPA. No, I died. I beat it. Nothing I can do with any of these other ones. Also just death. Yeah. No, there's nothing. There's no. Everything I do that involves using the ammo involves me still doing one of these gambles anyway. Yeah, I just gotta do it good, like that. That's all. An adequate solution. I'll just be faster than the gun. Getting closer. He keeps telling me this. I love the look of this one. I have 9 health though, so my high score run is in jeopardy. Boy, I could absolutely free these. I mean, I died. The 1cc is dead. Beyond the deliberate deaths, just to show things off. And I died another time, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll do it the fun way then. The not high score way. The crushing things way. Oh, the poor centipede. I kind of feel bad for it now. The segment is packed so tightly it won't become a head. One piece of trivia. And the bears are loose, but that's never a problem. Yeah, this'll be. I played Rattler Race back in the day. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I saved at all. Well, crap. Aww. Alright, well now we're really just going nuts. I don't know why I thought that would actually work. I'm like, yeah, I'll just get to move like 10 times in a row without one of them flipping out. Alright, what's the fast way to do this? Get rid of the bears. Crushing them is neat. Don't get to do it very often for obvious reasons. There goes traffic. Same thing to the other bears. They have room to leave. They just choose not to. I like this art I'm making here, though. Now for the tedious part. Slowly. Lions will be pushed to their deaths. Oh, I think centipedes have to crush because I think that would just make the pushing code way more complicated if it had to like deal with centipedes. Crush them in the middle. The tigers can count themselves lucky. One more purple key for good measure, why not? Cave exit. Gotta go through the castle. Not quite there yet. There. 10,000 bonus points. I am not pushable, but I am crushable. Do not push me. 10,000 bonus points. How'd I do? Really emphasizing, really making sure that this game is more than 40 boards. How many boards is Town? Because I don't feel like I would have considered Town to be like a slight game. Yeah, Town has like a total of 33 boards in it. I think one of those is blank still. This is like, this one's even bigger. And it's like, not in a fun way though. Oh, it is a new record. Is mine to death. It is not 2025. I did that. I did a good job with Town entering the year. Alright. The greatest game of caves ever played. If you can believe it. I challenge you all to beat my high score. It's a good one. I do like caves overall. It has a lot of empty backtracking, which really just drags what would otherwise be a nice little shorter adventure. Stretches it out a bit. I like the puzzles when it actually goes for it. I do think Engineer Required and the Weird Puzzle are both really good. I like its, that forest board with the centipedes where you have to get keys from both sides. I thought that one was a lot of fun. I enjoy the humor of hell. The River Styx is a neat use of stars. Like, there's plenty of good things to say about this one. Yeah, I think also he just forgot to lock caves. So if you want to ruin your copy of Caves with the original ZZT editor, you can. Pretty sure Solid HUD just doesn't respect locks like that, so I can't quickly test that. You know, destroy your games at your own risk. I did that as a kid. I registered Jazz Jackrabbit, and then I found like the Holiday Hair Christmas edition, and I just dropped it into the same folder and overwrote a bunch of files. It no longer had the original disc. Oops, my bad. And just got rid of a game that I paid money for. Alright, well, we saw the Unknown Perils. It's still pretty good. I do think Town is better. But this one's still a fun one. It's still got its charm. That is gonna do it then for today. We will be back again on Friday with more caves, different caves. Remix caves. The ZZT community has for a number of years now been working on taking caves of ZZT and reinterpreting each and every one of its boards. It's been a big community-wide effort. Quite a number of authors attached. I have no idea what the count is. But if you enjoyed the regular caves, now we're gonna see the fancier caves this Friday then. Just in time for the actual birthday. So thank you all for watching, thank you all for your support, and follows on any of that good stuff. If you enjoy this kind of thing, check out check out. I started saying check out and then I started reading the text. Check out the Museum of ZZT. We've got several thousand of these on here, and a lot of them do a lot more what you see in the original. And of course, you're also welcome to join us over on our Discord. interested in checking out some more ZZT games yourself, or just being nostalgic about ones you may have played when you were younger, or making some of your own, hop on in. We're a friendly bunch. Do our best. I keep it kind in there. Other than that, thank you all again for your support. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all had fun, and hope to see